If you currently feel conflicted, then today's Wiser is for you. Let's get wiser together. Let's dive in with the wisdom. Life is rarely either or. Most meaningful things are both and. Something can be hard and good at the same time. Let's look at an illustration that kind of encapsulates this principle of wisdom. There's a lot of overlap in life. Things can be both. They can be both exciting and scary. They can be good and sad. They can be worthwhile and painful, and they can be sweet and salty. Your experiences can be both exciting and scary, like starting a new job. Perhaps your experiences are both painful and worthwhile, like that gym session, that workout that makes you stronger in the long run. Or even saying goodbye to that loved one who has been ill and in pain for months. You can be happy that they're no longer in pain, but still mourn them passing. Life is not as straightforward as either or. Life is often both. Let's look at a saying that once I first heard it, I knew that I had to include it in a Wiser. The test of first-rate intelligence is the ability to hold two opposing ideas at the same time and still retain the ability to function. That comes courtesy of Scott Fitzgerald. Maturity isn't about choosing one side of the story. It's about learning to live honestly in tension between both. Let's unpack this further with today's explanation. We often feel the pressure to label experiences as either good or bad, but real life doesn't really work like that. Parenting, for example, can be deeply rewarding and relentlessly hard. You can love your child fiercely and still feel exhausted, overwhelmed, or stretched thin. And saving money can feel both restrictive and hopeful. It limits what you can do today, but whilst quietly kind of expanding what is possible tomorrow. And growth itself can be uncomfortable and life-giving. If it didn't stretch you, then it probably wouldn't change you. So let's take a moment and reflect on these three reminders when you feel those mixed emotions. The first is that opposing feelings don't cancel each other out, right? Like feeling grateful doesn't mean that you can't also feel tired. Both can be true and both deserve acknowledgement. The second is that tension is often a sign of meaning. The things that matter most tend to be the ones that stretch us the most. Ease isn't always the goal, it's typically depth. And third and finally, you don't need to resolve the paradox to move forwards. Sometimes wisdom isn't choosing a side, but learning to carry both realities with honesty and kind of grace. If something feels confusing because it's both positive and negative, that doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. It just means that you're probably doing something important. Let's look at the reflections for today. It's 3 journal prompts for you to get thinking about how today's wisdom fits into your life. Where in my life am I trying to force either or when the truth is both and? And number 2 is, what experience am I judging myself for feeling conflicted about? And third and finally, how might things change if I gave myself permission to hold these mixed emotions? If you want to learn more about the life-changing habit of journaling, check out journalwise.com. It's got all the tips and tricks that you need to know to learn this lifelong healthy habit. Now let's move on to today's reflection, or the resource, apologies. And today's one is a little bit different. It's because I want to invite you to share a resource that you think everybody should enjoy. I'm inviting you to drop a comment with your favorite book, podcast, TV show, song, whatever, and tell me what impact it has had on your life. Some of the best recommendations that you post below are going to form future Wiser newsletters so that the whole 14,000 plus community can benefit from. So I invite you to take a moment to share something that you think will encourage everybody else to get wiser. Thanks for checking out today's video version of Wiser. Like I say, please drop a comment with a resource that you think everybody else will benefit from. And if you want to see more videos just like this, please check out today's playlist here. Thank you, and I'll catch you in the next one.